and control. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Morning. We have any more in the waiting room, Booker? Anyone in the waiting room? Everybody in?
Everybody's on.
All right, so it's 9 o'clock. We'll get started. All right, I'll explain to the Zoom audience how we'll be calling the Zoom docket this morning. So I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera back off after that and then announce yourself to the court because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client everything's in this morning, I do issue FTA. FTA stands for failure to appear. a warrant will issue for your client. So Booker, could you please mute everyone? So we will begin. This is Monday, April 3rd, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. And we'll start with let's say, Heriberto Villarreal.
Yes, ma'am.
There he is. Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Mariah J. Flores. Mariah J. Flores.
Present.
Thank you, Mariah. Got you checked in. Peyton McKenzie Barfield. Peyton McKenzie Barfield.
Present, Your Honor.
Who else? Peyton, say it one more time.
Present.
Oh, there you are. Thank you. Sorry, several blocks turned green. Jonathan Allen Jones. Jonathan Allen Jones. Okay. Adrian Nafshisi. Adrian Nafshisi. Ollie James Jackson. Ollie James Jackson.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Jose Salinas Gutierrez. Jose Salinas Gutierrez. Christopher Barrientos. Christopher Adam Barrientos.
You should be on.
You
just checked in with me in the hallway.
You did. Christopher, are you on the Zoom? I'll circle back around to it. Brett Allen Roberts. Brett Allen Roberts.
I'm sorry. I'm here, Christopher Barrientos.
Okay, Christopher. Okay. Brett
Sorry,
Allen Roberts. Where were you saying, Booker?
No one's been recalled for next week.
Recall. Okay. Shira Hernandez. Shira Hernandez.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Kevin Dwayne Black. Kevin Dwayne Black. Eden Polanco Cortez. Eden Polanco Cortez. Abel Billy Marino. Abel Billy Marino.
I'm here, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Tiona Smith. Tiona Lasagna Smith. Tiona Laritza Cormona. Laritza Cormona.
Present, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you. Christopher Daniel Amasquita. Christopher Daniel Amasquita.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Christopher. Emmanuel Martinez. Emmanuel Gabriel Martinez.
Present, Judge.
Thank you. Emmanuel, could you put your face in the camera so I can see you? Thank you, sir. Dustin Levi Daggett. Dustin Levi Daggett.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Carlos Canales Espinosa. Carlos Canales Espinosa.
Who's
Here,
present
Your
with
Honor.
counsel, Judge?
Thank you. Carlos, could you answer?
He did.
Carlos?
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
Okay. Thank you, Counselor. Edward Ray Mendoza. Edward Ray Mendoza.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Edward. Got you checked in. Henry Martinez. Henry Martinez. Juan Riojas. Juan Riojas.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Okay, got you checked in. Javier Lerma. Javier Lerma.
I hear Your Honor.
Okay, Javier, could you turn your camera on so I can see you? Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Jackie Alfaro. Jackie Alfaro.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, the last page. Ileana Nicole Valadez. Ileana Nicole Valadez.
I'm here.
Thank you, ma'am. And Jose Trinidad Aboitis. Jose.
Present, Your Honor. Present.
Thank you, sir. Jose. I got you checked in. I will go back through this list one more time for the individuals that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. So defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADAs. That would be Kendra or Caleb. Even if you have talked to them last court setting, you have not changed your mind, you still want the exact same thing, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of them. Even if you have just got hired last night or last week or last month, I'm still required that you talk to one, even if it's the whole page. No, okay. So Booker's telling me that I missed the whole page on the docket this morning. All right, let me go back, starting with number 25. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of FTAs. Okay, so back to the docket that my coordinator extraordinaire is telling me I missed. So we'll start with Juan Miguel Alleman.
Present, Your Honor.
There
He's
you go.
present with counsel.
Check in. Thank you, Counselor. Angela Marie Garcia. Let's see, Raquel Alvarado Barrientos.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Raquel. Matthew Jordan Morales.
Judge,
Here, Your Honor.
Oh, he's on. Thank you, Matthew. I got you checked in. Annalisa Revilla. Annalisa Nicole Revilla. Christian Alberto Alvarez.
Oh, here, Judge.
Thank you, Christian. Got you checked in. Stephanie Pettis. Gail Brown. Daniel Rosales.
Council is present, Your Honor, and I think they were having some trouble logging on, but they should be on now.
Okay.
Yes, I'm on.
Okay, perfect.
One more time, Daniel.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Daniel.
I'm here.
Thank you. Andrew Robert Crane.
Present, Your Honor. With counsel.
Okay, thank you, Counselor. And then we have, I think that's the page that we skipped over. All right, so back to what I was saying about defense attorneys that needed a reset. The court will give you a reset, but you must speak with and confer with one of the two ADAs. That would be Kendra or Caleb. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, still speak to one of them. And even if there's a county court, there's a felony pending along with this county court 12 case, I'm still requiring that you speak to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket, and I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' lives, cases, and we cannot do that without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to get on the same page with one of the two ADAs about this setting this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you've talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that call, that chat, that email was about this setting, I'll take that. I do consider that a confer. I would highly recommend that that's what you guys would do. So when you get on the Zoom, if you want to quickly get your client a reset, we can give your client a reset quickly because you've already conferred and released your client. But you're here now, so gotta stay on the Zoom till these things are done. All right, so how we're gonna do this is I need the defense attorneys to please send chats to Booker. Booker's gonna line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout room. Now, it is 9:11 now. Usually by 10 o'clock, we're more than 75% done with the docket. I say that to say we really do try to move things along quickly in County Court 12. So when Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms, please don't pop out of the breakout rooms to say no one has come to see me in the breakout room. You're just going to put yourself at the end of the list and slow things down. I promise you, just a little patience, someone will be in that room quickly to talk of the matter of the case with you. All right. So I'm going to go back through this list right now. Again, one more time. Remember, these will be for the defendants that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. I will call the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on because you are in court. I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera off after that and then announce yourself to the court, because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin again. It's Jonathan Allen Jones on the Zoom now. Jonathan Allen Jones. Adrian Nafchesi. Jose Salinas Gutierrez. Kevin Dwayne Black. Eden Polanco Cortez. Unmute yourself and announce yourself to the court. Don't wave at me in the background because I have too many on the Zoom. Sometimes we can get up to 50 or 60 people. Eden, unmute yourself and announce yourself to the court. If you don't unmute yourself, the FTA will remain by your name. Thank you, Eden. Announce yourself to the court.
Yes.
Thank you, Eden. Got you checked in now. Those are the instruction, guys. I don't want to inadvertently issue a warrant for someone that was on the Zoom, but for the fact that just didn't follow the instructions, because like I said, we can get up to 50 or 60 people on the Zoom. And I can't see every block. So I really do need you guys to unmute yourselves and turn your camera on and announce yourself to the court so that I can check you in, okay? Tiona Smith, Henry Martinez, Angela Marie Garcia, Stephanie Starlin Pettis, Gail Brown, I think that's it. I think I went through every page. Hope I didn't skip a page this time. Let's see, Annalisa Ribella. Annalisa Nicole, are you on the Zoom? Angela Garcia? No. All right, I guess that's everybody. Okay, I've now gone through the list twice, the docket twice. Hold on. Is there anyone on this Zoom that you're here, you did not hear your name called either time that I called it, or you did not hear your name called at all?
Christopher Skinner.
Christopher, what was your last name?
Skinner, Skinner.
In the hallway, Judge, he is set on 4/17.
Christopher, the bailiff is telling me your court date is April 17th.
With my bail bondsman, Your Honor, they had it set for today, but when I got to court, it didn't show, but they emailed me and told me to show up this morning.
Well, the bail bond doesn't run my court, but on the Zoom, I'll let Booker, the bailiff will come out, but the bailiff will talk to you in a moment, okay? All right, just hold on, okay?
Okay.
Is there anyone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
Ramiro Alanis.
Ramiro Annalise.
He is not on the docket, Judge, but he is set today.
Okay.
His case number is 703-626.
Booker, Steve is saying that he's not on the docket, but he is set today, and his cause number is 703-626. Mr. Romero, stay on the docket. Let's just stay on the Zoom, okay? And the bailiff, Booker will talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge, he doesn't have an attorney.
Okay. Just definitely stay on the Zoom, Mr. Romero. Anyone else that did not hear their name called at all? Did not hear their name called?
Me, Dontel Stone.
Dontel Stone. Don,
Yes,
were you here? What is your original court date today? Or did you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know your cause number?
I did not.
Do you know your SID number?
I did not at the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Okay. Tell Booker your birthday. I think he can find you that way.
November 2nd, 1997.
He's an add-on. He's supposed to be a plea today.
A plea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's his attorney, Booker?
Karen Corby.
Oh, Karen Corby.
Yes, sir.
All right. Dontrell, just stay on the Zoom there. Your attorney will be on soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Or anyone else that did not hear their name called at all? Okay. All right. All right. Before we move forward, we have a lot of pleas set for the docket today. I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. All right. So rule number one being that defense attorneys that are moving forward with the plea, remember 2 sets of paperwork. If you are not sure if your client has done all the paperwork, just let Booker know. One set comes to the court, the other set comes to the district attorney's office. I just don't want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. And then when I finally call the case, we discover that none of the paperwork or only part of the paperwork is done. 2 sets of paperwork must be done. And Booker can tell you, the defense attorneys, if he has all that paperwork so that we can move forward with the plea, okay? Easy solution. Also, defense attorneys that are moving forward with the plea bargain, please ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of Bexar County? I do realize that San Antonio, Bexar County is a very touristy place. We get a lot of outsiders. So if your client is moving forward with a plea, that plea is completed and that paperwork gets sent over to probation. And it is the fact that your client is not a resident of Bexar County, it's going to get, and they don't know this, and we don't know that. I have not written that down. That's going to get your client an automatic violation. And who needs that hassle at the beginning of probation? Easy solution again. Just let us know so that I can write on the file this client perhaps resides in Harris County, Travis County, or even another state. I'll write that on the file and then I'll make the decision. Should the case be transferred to the place that the client resides in, or should I allow that defendant to report to probation by Zoom? Please tell us. Such an easy solution. I've gotten those frantic calls from the defense attorneys. My client is a violation. Well, you guys didn't tell me or the probation office that your client is not a resident of Bexar County. This is America. You're free to live where you want to, where you live. We just need to know that fact, okay? Also, defense attorney said, if your client has an MTR on the docket this morning, besides speaking to one of the two ADAs, they must also speak to Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, I do need the input from the probation department, okay? Defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested, at least twice for a DWI, that case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot order or mandate anyone into that court, but your client will be given the opportunity to be evaluated and talk to someone about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say that no one offered them help or talked to them about, again, what I consider red flags and usage of alcohol. Now, besides presiding over County Court 12, I also do preside over the mental health court. That is a specialty treatment court. If anyone wants their client's case to be moved over to that docket, just let Booker know. Booker can get that ball rolling. I do. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been professionally diagnosed with a mental health illness. If they think they are bipolar, suffering from severe depression or anxiety, PTSD, schizophrenia, that is good enough for us. We will get them professionally seen by a doctor. I do run several dockets of mental health. One of the dockets being the PTD docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client's case get dismissed, the case gets totally expunged at no cost to your client. Options for everyone. All right. So are there any, moving forward, are there any defense attorneys that are already conferred? Just need to give a report to the court. You can give your client a reset and release your client. Any defense attorneys that have already conferred? No one yet? I think everyone, most of the defense attorneys are in the breakout rooms. All right, well, I'll let Booker move forward with the resets. I'll be right here for any pleas that are ready to move forward also.
Judge, I do have
Yes,
uh,
go ahead.
I have one client that has an occupational driver's license petition that I needed to check on.
Okay, is that matter on the docket today?
No, it is not.
Adam,
Okay.
just took care of that on Friday. I'll send it over to you today.
Thank you. I hadn't received that word from our other lawyer. Thank you.
I do take up off docket matters like around 11:30 or so. We'll try to get
I'll remember that for the future, Judge.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. All right.
And I'm ready on my reset.
Okay. Okay, feedback. All right, Booker, I'll let you move forward with the pleas. I didn't have any attorneys that announced when I asked for, was anybody ready to give a report to the court? I'll let you move forward. I'll be right here for any pleas too, Booker, that are ready. I see we have a lot of pleas on the docket. So if any are ready, I'm ready to move forward.
All right, Judge. All right, Adam, what you got?
Muted. I have Mr. Espinosa. Can I do, Mr. Canales Espinosa, I know you can hear me, but can I do probably a 2-week or 2.5-week reset on him, because if it's not going to be resolved within that time frame by agreement, which is okay. I just want to set it for trial, and I'm going to meet with Mr. Canales at length before then.
All right, 4/17, which is 2 Mondays from now.
Oh, let me see. Is the 19th going to be a Zoom docket?
It would be, but we might be in trial on the 18th. Which will cancel the docket for the 19th.
That's okay. I will still have an answer to you by then, if that's okay.
Yes.
Mr. Canales Espinosa, does April 19th work for you?
Yep. It will.
Okay, thank you.
And then you have Juan Alemán.
Yes, can Mr. Canales Espinosa be excused?
Yes, he's free to log out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And then Mr. Alamon and Mr. Crane, we can do about 30-day reset. Neither one of those cases are getting old.
Okay, I will reset that one to May 1st.
One moment. Okay. For both of those.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Alamon and Mr. Crane, y'all can log off.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
All
one.
right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Adios.
Booker, might be excused.
Yes, sir. You're free to log out.
Thank you.
Morning, Booker.
Morning.
May I announce on a couple cases?
Yes, go ahead.
So I have 6 cases today, but 4 of them are going to be pleas. Number 27, Raquel Alvarado Barrientos. Caleb informed me in the breakout room that the state is submitting a dismissal on her case.
Nice.
And I have one more, if I can find him on here. Number 18, Dustin Daggett. He is still waiting on his DWI court screening. So if I could have a reset for him while we wait for them to reach out.
May 4th.
Star Wars Day, okay. All righty, and then the rest of my cases are pleas. I'm ready on 3 out of 4 of them. I think if we have time at this moment, we can tackle those. If not, we can wait for the judge. But may Miss Alvarado and Mr. Daggett be excused?
Yes, they're both free to log off.
Thank you.
Ms. Alvarado, your case is dismissed. Mr. Daggett, you'll be reporting in person to County Court 12 on May 4th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And let's see. Caleb, you there?
Yes, sir.
Samara, you're ready on, let's see, Mariah, Peyton, and Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go pull those for judge and then we'll be with you shortly.
Sounds good.
I'm about a 60% already. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna be gone at all.
Okay, so we're ready to move forward on some pleas here. Everybody ready on Mariah Flores? Mariah Flores?
Yes, Judge.
That's your client, Mario?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. Irene, you're there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, we're ready. So we've got one of the ADAs. Oh, there's Kayla. Okay, so here we go.
Yes, Judge.
At this time, the court will call the case of Mariah Flores, cause number 689964. Would each side state their name and who they represent before the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Good morning, Ms. Flores. How are you doing?
I'm good, Judge. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for asking. Are you to say Mariah Flores is in charge with the DWI?
Yes.
Are you, gotta speak loudly, ma'am. We do have a court reporter on picking down everything.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward with a plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes.
State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. State is going to move to waive the enhancement and proceed on a Class V DWI.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Entered.
The plea agreement is for a $400 fine, court costs, 15 months deferred adjudication, DWI education, which I believe has been done, the victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, 40 community service hours, and $60 restitution to Texas DPS.
Is this everybody's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mario, did she do that DWI class already?
Yes, Your Honor. She completed DWI education.
Okay, good. I'll notate the file. All right. So Ms. Flores, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well, successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're gonna move forward in a DWIB, a $400 fine, court costs, 15 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI class, I understand it's already been done, a VIP class, a top evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, 40 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Ms. Flores, I'll tell you that the 40 community service hours that were assessed, if you've been vaccinated, the court will give you 24 hours of credit towards those 40 hours. And if you've been boosted, I'll give you an extra 5. So altogether, you can earn up to 29 hours of credit. I do consider getting vaccinated a community effort that goes for everyone taking a plea today. That's just a standard policy in County Court 12, okay? All you do is take a picture of your vaccination card, give it to your attorney or to probation. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing further from the bench.
Thank you. Thank you, Counsel. If there's nothing else from either side, ma'am, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Flores, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with our probation officer. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
At this moment, no, Your Honor. That way I can finish my other pleas with you this morning.
Well, no problem. All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Flores. Just wait for the join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming out and taking care of this matter. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we're moving forward with Peyton Barfield. All right. Everybody ready on that case?
Defense ready.
Okay.
Yes, Judge.
At this time, the court will call the case of Peyton Mackenzie Barfield, cause number 695675. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Good morning, Mr. Barfield. How are you doing, sir?
Morning, Your Honor.
Miss, camera, oh, there she is. Okay.
Hi.
Peyton. Good morning, Ms. Barfield. Are you the same Peyton McKenzie Barfield that's been charged with a DWI? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward with a plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Barfield, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign that document?
Yes.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Barfield, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. State moves to waive the enhancement and proceed on Class B DWI.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Entered.
The plea agreement is for a $400 fine, court costs, 15 months deferred adjudication, DWI education, which has been completed, the victim impact panel, which has also been completed, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, 40 community service hours, and $60 restitution in Texas DPS.
Is everybody's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. Ms. Barfield, I see you have taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWIB, $400 fine, court costs, 15 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, which I understand has already been done, a BIP class also done, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, 40 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, and also the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Yes, Your Honor. Just notice that Ms. Barfield has also completed some community service beforehand as well. And she can provide proof of that to probation, as well as she is vaccinated with COVID, and she can have her card to provide to probation as well.
Very well. Just show that you'll get the credit. Like I said, that's just a standing policy in County Court 12. Thank you. I'll notate the file, Counselor. All right. There's nothing else from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Barfield, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Very well, no problem. Good luck to you, Ms. Barfield. Just wait for a little Zoom point. Everyone is excused. Thank you again, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're going to move on to Jonathan Jones. Everybody ready?
Defense judge.
Okay. At this time, the court will call the case of Jonathan Allen Jones, cause number 674396. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Good morning, Mr. Jones. How are you doing? Is Mr. Jones on? Jonathan Jones, are you on the Zoom?
He was on earlier, Your Honor.
Mario, can you shoot him maybe perhaps a little text to see if he's on?
Yes, he was on during call, so let me see.
Not uncommon that people get kicked and Zoom back on. I'll set this aside. Is he there, Jonathan Jones?
No, I'm saying I'll go ahead and give him a call.
Okay, I'll just set it aside and then we can pick up later. We're going to move forward with Juan Riojas. Juan Riojas, everybody ready on that one? Booker, do we have the lawyer? Who's the lawyer?
Ashley Morgan.
Ashley, are you
I'm
ready?
just trying to unmute. I'm here. Yes, I can't ever figure out how to unmute with the new app.
Okay, all right. So at this time, the court will call the case of Juan Riojas, cause number 680880. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Ashley Morgan on behalf of Mr. Riojas.
Good morning, Mr. Riojas. How are you doing?
Good.
Are you the same Juan Riojas who's been charged in DWI?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes.
Oh, I see yours. Okay. All right. Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
He is, Judge.
Mr. Riojas, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, I did.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Judge, he does.
Mr. Riojas, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
The what?
Are you entered into this plea voluntarily?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
Judge, state's going to move to waive the enhancement, proceed on Class B DWI.
Any objections?
There's no objection, Judge.
Entered.
The agreement is for a $600 fine, court costs, 180 days, Bear County Jail probated over 12 months, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 community service hours, and restitution, if any, to Juana Munoz. It's Juana, Juana Munoz, Munoz.
Okay. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
It is, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Rio, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, found that it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWIB, a $600 fine, court costs, 180 days in the Bear County Jail, probated for 12 months, DWI education class, VIP class, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, restitution, if any, to Juana Munoz. I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
No, Judge.
Nothing from the state.
All right, if there's nothing else from either side, sir, I followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Riojas, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Judge, I'm going to go into the conference room with him, so I'll be there.
Okay, very well, no problem at all. All right, good
Thank
luck
you.
to you, Mr. Riojas. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor. I'm taking care of this matter. All right, so back to the Jonathan Jones, find his way back. Jonathan Jones, are you on the Zoom?
No, Your Honor, I tried giving him a call and it went straight to his voicemail. I don't know if maybe his phone died.
Okay.
But I'm continuing, I'm texting him. I'm continuing to try to reach back out to him.
I mean, we have time. It's only 9:57 now. I'll be right here, okay? Thank you, guys.
Judge, the add-on one for Dante Stone, that one's ready to go.
Okay, that, so she wasn't, do we have the file?
Yes, Judge, it should be the first one in your basket.
Okay. Okay. All right.
What's the case number on that one?
It is.
Hey, Kaylee, you need to look at your notes because Kevin Pierre just added something in there, please.
Okay.
675299.
All right. So at this time, the court will call the case of, Caleb, are you ready? You still looking it over?
I do have to send discovery, but I can do that real quick, Judge. You can call it.
No, Kendra already did it. Kendra already
Oh,
did
she
it.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay, very good. At this time, the court will call the case of Dontrell Stone, cause number 675299. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Portner for the state.
Karen Corby, attorney for Dontrell Stone, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Stone. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Mr. Stone, are you in the hallway?
No, ma'am, I'm not. I'm in my vehicle.
Okay, I'm just asking that. Is there a way you can make your camera stationary because it's moving all over the place?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Very well. You guys remember, you guys are being live streamed on YouTube. Okay, we're in court. Okay, so are you the same Dontrell Stone that's been charged with a terroristic threat?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are you satisfied with finding to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Stone, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am. We did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Stone, are you entering into your plea bargain this morning voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. And just to let you know, this was offered by the felony ADA.
Okay.
It is a $500 fine, fully probated. Court costs, 2-year deferred. The DOEP course, TAP evaluation, and 40 community service hours.
Okay. I'm not going to fully probate it, but I will probate half of it. Is that going to be a problem, Counselor and Mr. Stone?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Say no? Yeah, that means you're gonna have to pay $250. Is that okay?
Say again?
Instead of having the entire $500 fine probated, the judge is gonna only probate half of it. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor, we're okay with that.
Yeah. All right. So this is everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Stone, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am. I wish to move forward.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest?
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $500 fine. The court will probate $250 of it. Court calls. Caleb, was that 24 months of deferred adjudication?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. The DOEP class, a TAP evaluation, 40 hours of community service, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
The only other thing was that I do believe that there was an agreement that if he does successfully finish everything early, that the state will not object to a motion for early termination.
That's correct, Judge.
Oh, that's a motion for you guys to file in the future. I have no problem with it, however you guys want to do it. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Stone, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Yes, please.
Okay, very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Stone. Just wait for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Good luck to you, sir. Mr. Charles. There he is. Okay, thank you, guys. All right. So back to Mario, were you able to get your client back on?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jones is logged on now.
Okay. All right, here we go. Back to Mr. Jonathan Jones. All right. So we'll just start over, guys. So at this time, the court will call the case of Jonathan Allen Jones, cause number 674396. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Good morning, Mr. Jones. How are you doing?
Morning, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jonathan Allen Jones who's in charge of the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, there is, Judge. State moves to waive the enhancement proceeding on Class B DWI.
Any objections?
No objections.
Entered.
The plea agreement is for a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, DWI education, which I believe has been completed, victim impact panel, which I also believe has been completed, the TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 community service hours, and restitution to VIA, if any.
Okay. All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. And
Yes,
to
Your
confirm that Mr. Jones has completed the courses.
The DWI, okay, very well. I'll notate the file. Thank you for letting me know. All right. All right. Mr. Jones, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest?
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWIB, a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI class, which I understand has already been done, a VIP class also done, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half term, 48 hours of community service, restitution, if any, to VIA, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
No, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Jones, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's a probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
At this moment, no, Your Honor. I believe I have one more.
Okay, very well. No problem at all. Good luck to you, Mr. Jones. Just look for the little join button to pop up. Everyone is excused. Thank you again, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I don't have any other pleas ready. Mario, which one? You still need, you're still getting that ready?
Yes, Your Honor. If I could have a breakout room with Christopher and Mosquita.
Okay, no problem. Booker, put you in. Thanks, guys. I'll be right here.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir. Stephen.
Yes.
Go ahead.
How are you doing?
Doing good, yourself?
I'm here for Jose Salinas Gutierrez. I believe it's an NPR. My client is not able to get into Zoom. He's been trying. I don't think he knows how, so he's not here yet. But I wanted to see if I could speak to a prosecutor and try to work out something for him while we're waiting for him.
Okay, go back to number 8, or I can put you in a different breakout room, but the prosecutor will be with you shortly.
Okay, thank you very
You
much.
must also speak to the Mr. Charles Kimbrough, our probation officer for that MTR.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you.
Yeah.
Now,
Hi, Booker. Could I please reset, Angela Garcia? The state, cannot proceed without talking to the complaining witnesses, they said, and they want another reset.
I don't have her on.
Okay, could I please break out with Ollie Jackson and then we'll be ready to take a plea? I just want to go over with the paperwork with him one more time.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Amber.
Hey, Booker.
Hey.
I didn't know if you got my email, but I conferred with Miss Mitchell and she stated that Mr. Rosales needed a DWI court referral.
Okay, I will send that one over to you.
Okay,
And I will reset the court date right now for May 5th.
May 5th. Actually, I am going to be out of town that day. Is there anything like either before or after that?
Okay, I'll set it for May 3rd.
Perfect.
All right, and I will get that sent over to you. I'll just respond to your email and send it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am, you're inclined about free to log on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Montgomery.
May I address the Booker?
Yes, you may.
On Gail Brown, I have an offer for, and I need to talk to her. Is she in the meeting?
No, she isn't.
All right, I looked in all my emails, I looked at the public database, I looked everywhere. I don't have an order appointing me on the case, and normally that's where I'd get a point of contact. So I have no, only thing I can do is contact whoever's supervising her. That would be her bondsman or her pretrial service. The prosecutor's not overly concerned with the case. In fact, they're offering conditional dismissal. So it seems to me that maybe I could sweet talk you into a reset to give me time to figure out where she's at.
She's on a PR bond. I will email you over. I do has as a 3223. There is a phone number. I will send this over to you. And you got until 5 o'clock.
All right, I appreciate it. I'll try to find her and figure out what we can do.
Yeah, you get a hold of her, just have her to reach out to me, give me a call, and I can get you that reset.
That'll work.
And you will be having this in your email.
I'll try that number right now before I go to district court.
Sounds good.
Thank you. And then after at least for right now, I'll leave the meeting.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
No problem. No.
Hi, Booker. So we're ready for the plea on Ollie Jackson when the judge is. And could I break out at some point with Christian Alvarez?
Okay, we're waiting for Caleb Christian Alvarez. Let's see. Let me let you talk to your client now, and then when you come back, we should be ready to go ahead with that plea.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Booker.
Yes.
Did you already call the docket for the day?
Yes, court starts at 9 o'clock.
Because I wasn't. I've been trying to call, and I wasn't on the docket, but I was supposed to have a probation hearing today.
Your name?
Zachary Jaquez. A compliance hearing. Sorry.
Okay. Do you know your case or SID number?
Yes, it is. My case number is 624-513.
All right. I'll wait for Mr. Kimbrough to get back, and then we will see what's going on with that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Brian.
Hey, good morning, Booker. On Mr. Boyta's case, it's going to be 700-375. I confer with the state. We're awaiting the breath test discovery. They are tendering to us a offer while we're awaiting that. So we just need a pretrial setting on his case.
All right, May 5th.
Okay. And then on the other case we have today, Miss Jackie Alfaro Galindo, it's 684-220. The DA is going to be finishing reviewing mitigation on that case and tendering. I believe it's going to be an updated offer. So if we can, I guess if we want to leave it on the same date on there, and if we get it resolved before then, come to you before that time.
Correct. Yeah, I set it for 5-5. If it gets worked out, and just let me know. I can put on a center docket.
Okay. I will do
Your
that.
Ms. Alfaro wanted to speak with you.
Okay,
I will put you guys in the breakout room and then everybody's excused from there.
all righty.
Thank you.
No problem. Mr. Kimbrough.
Yes, sir.
Zachary Jaquez, compliance hearing today?
Is it a compliance hearing today?
He showed up.
I thought what it was the MTR had been closed out in the system and it popped up on the radar.
Mr. Jaquez?
Yeah, I was supposed to have a hearing today, as long as I did my classes and got all my stuff done. It's supposed to be about getting my interlock off.
That completely slipped my mind. I didn't schedule it on the docket.
Do I need to pull that for judge?
Yes, would you please? I'll go ahead and get his stuff pulled up.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry about that, Mr. Jaquez.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
Your Honor. Hello, good morning. Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, we've already, I've conferred with the district attorney and the probation office. And I think we've worked out an agreement. The only thing I have to ask the court is whether she would remove the warrant so that my client can get a visa or apply for a visa through the consulate and return to the United States. What we're going to do is he's going to pay off everything and by the next setting, and they're going to allow the probation to continue.
You need to approach judge on that. So.
Okay. How do I get in to approach the judge? Do I hit?
She's on.
Oh, she's on. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me see. How do I get to her?
Judge.
Hold on, Mr. Redgate. Hold on. We're going to do our compliance hearing, and then I'll speak to you about your client. Booker, if you could, what is the name of the client?
Jose
Salinas
Gutierrez. Okay.
Number 7.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Jose Gutierrez. Okay. Is he here? So I have an X by his name. Is he here now? Is he
I believe
on,
he was
sir?
on the line, Your Honor. He was on.
Excuse me? Booker was. He never checked in with me. Booker, do you have him checked in?
No, Judge, I don't.
Mr. Jose Salinas Gutierrez. Like, if he's not checked in with the court, he never checked in with the court.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
I think he's having a problem, Your Honor. He's in Mexico and he's not familiar with Zoom. I believe he was downloading Zoom and trying to get on, and he was having some trouble. I'm not sure if he got on yet.
I think I see him, Judge, but I know he's a Spanish speaker.
Yes.
Well.
You see him on?
I think I see iPhone number 169. I think that's him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We are.
Okay. So did the court give Mr. Gutierrez permission to be in Mexico?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that where he's from?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this isn't okay. This is an immature. Well, Charles, you're on both of them, so I guess we can go ahead and do this MTR. Then we'll do the HOCAS compliance hearing after Mr. Gutierrez. So tell me what's going on with Mr. number 7, Charles, Mr. Jose Gutierrez.
Mr. Gutierrez is in Mexico, and there have been some communication issues, which resulted in the MTR being filed because he hadn't completed some classes, but he has since completed the classes. He has not paid any money towards his fees, and he has not done his community service hours as of yet. But counselor and I staff with counselor, and he said that Mr. Gutierrez should be able to pay his fees and his community service hours off my recommendation is to reset it to see if he takes care of that, and then to withdraw the motion and allow him to continue on his probation because he doesn't expire until September.
Okay, all right. So deny the MTR, let it continue with those conditions that you just stated.
Yes,
but I think Counselor was saying he has a warrant.
Yes, he has an active warrant, Judge, that has not been executed.
Okay, all right. All right, Counselor, I'll recall the warrant and reinstate I'll recall the warrant. Okay, I'll recall the warrant. And what's going to happen is that we don't have to have a hearing on this. Charles is going to write up the agreement, send that to me, and I'll sign off on that and recall the warrant. But your client, usually they would be here with Charles and they would sign off and do the paperwork together. I guess Charles could send it to him, Adobe. At some point, like you and your client need to go into a breakout room with Charles so that he can go over these new conditions and explain to your client exactly what's going to happen. Everyone is on the same page. And then Charles will send it to me electronically and I will Adobe sign it. And the warrant will be called by the end of the day, okay?
That's perfect, Your Honor. I appreciate it very much.
So just you and your client both stay on the Zoom, okay? And so we're going to go ahead, Charles.
Judge, can I request instead of closing it out today, can we reset it and have
Oh,
him
you
come
want to,
back
okay.
in a month and then see if those conditions are taken care of.
Oh, okay.
Allow
Okay.
him to pay and to complete community service hours.
Okay, all right, so let's do that then. Okay, so the plan is, that's what Mr. Kimbrough is saying, that he wants to recall the warrant, so we're gonna recall this in 30 days, but I'll still recall the warrant today. We'll recall the MTR in 30 days to see if your client has done the issues, the things that Charles is saying. Do you still need to go into a breakout room with them and Charles and say these things?
No, ma'am, I believe counsel can explain it to him better than I can.
Counsel, did you get all those issues?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. Thank you.
Okay, so Booker, what is the reset date?
May 3rd.
May 3rd, okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
so, Counselor, I will recall the warrant today, but there's other things. We will reset this for May 3rd to see if your client has done that, paid the fines and did the community service hours, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, very well. All right, so Mr. Gutierrez, you're free to log off. Your reset date is May 3rd, okay? Okay, very well. You can log off, sir. Irene, can you tell them?
Yes.
Irene, you're on?
Yes,
Can
Senor.
you tell Mr. Gutierrez Salinas that his court date has been reset till May 3rd?
May 3rd.
Yeah. It's an MTR.
Mr. Gutiérrez, señor Gutiérrez. ¿Me escucha?
Sí, sí.
Tiene que regresar en mayo.
¿En mayo?
Sí, el 3 de mayo.
3 de mayo.
Sí, a las 9 en la mañana.
Ok,
Tell
3
him
de
to talk
mayo
to
a
his
las
lawyer,
9.
Irene. Talk to his lawyer.
Tiene que hablar, le tiene que hablar a su abogado.
Ok,
Bueno,
sí, está bien. 3 de mayo a las 9.
sí, y le tiene que hablar hoy a su abogado, por favor.
Ahorita hablo con él. Claro que sí.
Gracias, ya está, ya se puede ir.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you. He's free to log
Yeah,
off.
no?
Thank you, sir. All right. All right, so we're going to move on to Zachary Jaquez. So Zachary, are you there? Zachary? Did he go off? And we got some wild Wi-Fi today. I think he got off, Charles.
I think he dropped, Judge, because he
Okay.
was there. He was.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him talking to Booker. How about that other MCR, Charles? Did you resolve that?
No, not haven't
Christopher-
met with his attorney yet.
Does Christopher Barrientos have an attorney, Booker?
No, Judge, he doesn't.
Oh, he
Is he
doesn't.
on? Is Christopher on? I haven't checked by his name. Christopher Barrientos, are you on the Zoom, sir? Christopher Barrientos. Christopher.
I see a Christopher frozen.
I see two Christophers. Like 1, 2.
One's Mario's client. Let's see.
Okay. Well. There's Christopher Barrientos. Is that you, sir? Christopher, are you Christopher Barrientos? Booker, could you put him in a breakout room and talk to him about an attorney? Or if he's going to hire one that is, does he need a court appointed?
Yes, Judge. And Mr. Jaquez just logged back in.
Okay, we have Mr. Jaquez back. All right, Mr. Jaquez. The last time we were here on 120, I said, I denied the MTR, defendant to remain on probation, ignition lock to remain for a duration of probation with the review on 4/3/2023. possible ignition interlock removal. If the defendant is doing well, he must complete the IOP program. How did we do, Charles?
Judge, he is currently still in the IOP program, progressing satisfactorily. He has also been very compliant with his interlock. The officer is recommending that the interlock be terminated and he be allowed to continue on. But if he does not complete IOP successfully, they're recommending a TAP review, having revise his TAP for another treatment recommendation.
How much, Mr. Jaquez, how much longer do you have in the IOP program?
I still have about 5 weeks. I just started my first week last week on, I'm going Mondays, Wednesdays, and then today will be my third class. And I have my first one-on-one interview. But this was the first opening they had since I signed up. So I signed up like about a month ago, I think.
Okay. Then I think that instead of saying remove the ignition lock, and then if he finishes IOP, he'll it'll be removed, but if not, but do it. That seems like we should not do it that way. Cumbersome. That I can say, Mr. Jaquez, if you finish the IOP in 5 weeks, okay, I'm trying to incentivize you that in 5 weeks I will remove the ignition interlock, because they're saying remove it now. If you don't finish it, then we'll bring you back and do another tap, and you do another pay, and I don't really want to go that route. I'm trying to incentivize you that if you finish successfully the program in 5 weeks, then I will tell probation right now that I will remove it in 5 weeks, which is like really the beginning of May, right? Around the first week of May. If you finish out this program successfully, you don't even have to come back to court. I'll just issue the order to remove the ignition interlock, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's what we'll do, Charles. I don't want to go through all this stuff and doing another tap and all that stuff for him. If he just does it well, then we'll just, you guys let me know, and we'll just take off the ignition interlock when he gets that certification and he's all done.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make that note.
Okay, that's it, Mr. Jaquez. Okay, I'm pulling for you, sir. I want to sign that order for you. Okay, to get that device off. I know it's costing you money that could be going into you could be providing more for your family. So I'm on board with it in order to get it off as soon as possible. Okay.
Understood.
Okay, very well. You're free to log on. Charles, you need to talk to him?
No, ma'am. He's good to go.
You're good to go, Mr. Thank you for coming on.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I believe we have our remaining pleas are ready.
How many?
Neil, you ready on yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
When I hop
and I
on and
have
see that all the
recent also.
discoveries in a folder, I
Okay,
usually don't go hunting for more.
Mario, you
But
ready on yours?
Just
And
I think he
Mr.
probably
Knight,
downloaded the
Let's come pull
discovery at
the
one point
files, Booker.
and just missed the form or something.
James.
We're ready.
Okay.
And we are ready as well, Your Honor. All right.
Alrighty.
Hear me? Hear me, Michael? Michael, can you hear me?
Okay, everybody ready on Roberto Villarreal? Everybody ready to move forward on that case?
We're ready.
Got it's the ADAL. We have one of the ADAs out. Okay, there's Kendra. Okay, here we go. This time the court will call the case of Roberto Villarreal, cause number 661553 and 695736 and 695737. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Sandra Mitchell for the state.
James Hunt, attorney for defense.
Good morning, Mr. Villarreal. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm fine.
Are you just saying Roberto Villarreal has been charged with a theft, evaded arrest, and the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that you, sir? All right. Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss these cases with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
All right. Counsel, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
I am, Your Honor.
Yeah. Mr. Villarreal, did you get an opportunity to go over documents, defendant's waiver of constitutional rights and court's admonishments?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you go over those documents with your lawyer?
I have.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And did you sign those documents?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Villarreal, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Judge, but I don't know how many days he has in on the theft or evading.
Okay. Booker, I guess Booker can look
I
at
apologize.
661553 case and the 695736 case, Booker. I guess Kendra's asking for how many days in?
$157.
Altogether, okay.
For both cases,
That's correct.
157.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry.
On 661553, he has 163. On 695736, 157.
Thank you.
How about 695737?
157.
Okay. Okay. Kendra, did you need some time to calculate this and you want to step back for a moment?
I am ready. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine. I don't mind if you needed a little bit more time.
For case number 695753, 5736. The plea is for a $0 fine, court cost, 157 days for county jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied. And then for cause number 661553, the plea is for a $0 fine, court cost, 163 days for county jail, credit for time served, credit money, and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied. And then for cause number 695737, I believe we are submitting a dismissal.
The DWI,
Yes.
tell me what's going on there.
There's a note in here that says dismiss further investigation due to a drug tox report still, like, it's still pending.
Dismissal. Okay. All right. And does everybody understand of the plea bargains?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Mr. Villarreal, on cause number 6969573, how do you plead to that charge?
No contest.
No contest. Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on the $0 fine. Court costs 157 days in the Bexar County Jail. Credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. On cause number 661553, how do you plead to that charge, sir?
No contest.
Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. Now set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $0 fine. Court costs 163 days in the Bexar County Jail. Credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and that judgment is also satisfied. On cause number 695737, the DA's office is going to submit a dismissal. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
No, Your Honor.
There's nothing further from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal any of these. There's nothing else from either side, sir. You have, if there's nothing else holding you there in jail, you should be let out later tonight. Everyone is excused. Good luck to you, Mr. Villarreal, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Counselor, for coming out, taking care of this matter. Everyone's excused.
No, you're going for assessment.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, now we're gonna move forward with a moment. Amaskita, Christopher. Everyone ready to move forward on that one? All right, here we go.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court calls Christopher Daniel Amaskita, cause number 674051. Would both sides state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Sandra Mitchell for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Good morning, Mr. Amaskita. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you, Your Honor.
Are you the same Christopher Daniel Amaskita who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes,
Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen there, sir?
yes,
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
I have.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Amaskita, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
I have.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
I did.
Did you understand it?
I did.
And did you sign that document?
I have.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Amaskita, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
I am.
Very well. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is going to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
Any objections?
No objections, Judge.
Entered.
The plea is for a $400 fine, court cost, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education course, victim impact panel, tap evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and 40 hours of community service.
All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Amasquita, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, or if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I can call you back to court, I can revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes,
You still wish to move forward?
I do.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty? Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty. Punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on count 2, obstruction of a highway, $400 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, a VIP class, top evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 40 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
No, Your Honor.
There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Ita, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Yes, please.
Very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Amasquita. Look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you again, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're going to move on to.
Hello, Judge. Judge,
Yes.
this is me, Christopher Barrientos. I'm sorry about my phone. I had a bad connection and I was about 60% and it just ate up on the Zoom.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm back again.
Thank you, Mr. Christopher Barrientos. Just hold on for a moment, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Charles, if you want to put him in a breakout room and talk to him, I think that's the MTR. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Booker, that's the one that doesn't have a lawyer, right?
Yes, so I'm gonna talk to him right now.
Okay, very good. All right. All right, hold on, Mr. Barrientos.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everybody ready to move forward on Ollie Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. All right, here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of Ollie Jackson. Would each side state their name
Yes and no.
for the record, please?
Sandra Mitchell for the state.
Nell Smith for Ollie Jackson.
I'll be honest. This is
Neil,
something that is.
lower his voice. Neil. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, good, very well. Are you the same Ollie Jackson has been charged with a DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Based
Yes,
on
Your
your
Honor.
training and experience.
Mr. Jackson, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is going to amend the information to include a count 2, waive and abandon count 1, and proceed on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
Any objections?
No,
Oh,
no
oh,
objections.
Okay.
Entered?
The plea is for a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, 36 hours of community service, DWI education course, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Does a DRE
Yes, Your Honor.
for the warrant.
Mr. Jackson, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
I think this is an objection case now, so I think he has to plead guilty. That's just the DA's policy.
You're not an
Yes,
expert, the
yes.
warrant should have been signed.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the experience to say that they're under the influence of drugs.
You can meet now.
Now, if you say that they're under the influence of
You can meet
alcohol, and then they happen.
Okay, there. So Mr. Jackson, again, I'll say, how do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DW education class, a VIP class, a top evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 36 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
No, Your
Okay.
Honor, thank you.
There's nothing further from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Jackson, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
No, I have some other clients.
No problem. No problem
And
at all. No problem.
Beltran is just
Okay. Good luck to you,
BELTR.
Jackson. Just look for the little join button. Okay. Thank you again for coming on. Everyone is excused. I think that is it for now. We've got about 30 more minutes, so let's get those pleas in, guys. I'll be right here.
Your Honor, if I may.
Ed, Counselor.
Sorry, Judge, to break in at the end. I am here off docket. I shot a chat to the prosecutor. I have a client who has an interlock installed on one vehicle, and he's just seeking permission to get it switched from one vehicle to another.
I usually take up all docket matters around 11:30, 11:45 when we're ending up the docket. So if it's something that you've already submitted to me, I do sign all of I'll clean my queue out by the end of the day. So it's something that you've submitted that is fine. I'll review that when I get back in chambers after docket and review, okay?
Sounds
All right.
good. I'll holler at Booker in the afternoon.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
Yeah, no problem.
What you got now?
Not
Could I please
rising to the legal
set Christian
standard of
Alvarez for the
I'm an
trial
expert.
docket?
There's probable cause he's intoxicated from drugs. Yes, but you don't have to be qualified on the stand, and it's part of your
Okay, I'll sit on the
it's part
docket
of your
for
DWI
May
training.
2nd.
Like you can't be a DWI
Great.
officer. Like
Do
you
you
can't.
have that, Christian?
You can't. Yeah. Like
Christian
you can't do a
Alvarez?
field sobriety test if you aren't trained in DWI type thing. Like you don't. That's why
can you hear me?
rookies aren't.
Yes.
up there
Yes, I can hear you now.
testifying
Your
for
court
field
date is
sobriety
recessed
tests,
to
and that's
May
why you'll
2nd,
see.
and that's gonna be in person in County Court 12 at 9 a.m.
May 2nd?
And
Correct.
often it does not.
Okay.
Sometimes it does, and it's very nice.
Okay, see you then. Okay, Christian?
Also,
Alright.
just something else to think about, just because I watched the
You
videos
can
last
log
week.
off now.
Black was claiming he
Thank
was
you,
tired
Booker.
and
And,
up all night from a welding.
Could I also speak to Annalisa?
From a welding
Revilla?
job.
In
Yeah,
a
just
breakout room if she's
something
here?
to think about. It's not really part of my argument, just something to throw in.
Let's see.
No, it's more, right, I'm not saying that he did not have drugs in the system. But also,
Who'd you say now?
what was the meth count?
Annalisa Revilla,
Because I know meth stays in your
case
system.
number
for a while.
688.
Oh, okay, never mind. We'll move on, we'll move on.
Oh,
We'll wait
she
until,
is not here.
we got a little
Okay.
information.
All right, well,
Okay, Abel Marine.
thank you.
I just
I'm
picked
gonna
up
log
his
off now.
evading case
Alrighty, sounds good.
from
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
I have not read the discovery yet, however, I did request it, so
Aliana Valdez,
Yes, sir.
have you spoken with your attorney?
No, I have not. She hasn't contacted me regarding anything yet.
Have you spoken to her at all?
The last time I spoke to her was a couple days ago. And then this morning she just sent me the information to log in.
Okay, can you go ahead and give her a call, shoot her a text, let her know. That doc will be ending in about 20 minutes and she needs to come on.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kimbrough, for Christopher Barrientos, you need to talk to him. I gave him an attorney. Do I just need to reset him and cut him loose?
Yeah, I think he's good to go.
Okay.
Who'd you give him by chance?
Andrew.
Okay. All right. We'll look to hear from Andrew.
Okay.
I'll draft up the stuff to send to Andrew. Judge? Excuse me, Judge.
Christopher. Mr. Barrientos.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
I reset your court date to May 3rd. Mr. Kimbrough's going to send over information to your attorney and wait and confer with your attorney, and then your attorney will be talking to you shortly. Well, later on today or tomorrow.
Who's going to be my attorney? Okay, they're going to send information.
Yeah, correct. And then your attorney will talk with you.
So then I'm good to go.
Yes, you're free to log off.
Hello, Booker.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me now, Booker?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so they're going to be calling me today, or do I wait on the line?
No, your attorney will call you.
Okay, they'll call me then.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Booker?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mr. Booker.
Yes.
Can you hear me, Mr. Booker? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yes, sir, Mr. Booker. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. So you, the attorney that I gave you will be reaching out to you.
Okay, perfect, Mr. Booker. Thank you, man.
All right, no problem. You're free to log off.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Mr. Booker.
Yes, ma'am.
So I just heard back from my lawyer. She says that she's in the hospital and she does not know when she is going to be released. Yes.
That would have been great if you had told me that. All right, so I will recall your case for next Monday,
Okay.
April 10th.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Am I good to log off?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, you're free to log on.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Charles, did you call me? I'm sorry. I thought, was it Nell's case?
Yes, ma'am. On Ollie Jackson.
Yeah. He does not a resident.
He completed all of his classes and his
Okay.
community service hours.
Where is Nell? I be asking attorneys to please. Okay. All right. And his community service. And is he a resident of Bear County? 'Cause that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes, ma'am, he is.
Okay, so he's done 3 things. I'll just notate the phone. Okay. All right, okay. And so we set Christopher Barrientos to what day?
The 3rd of May.
Okay, 3rd of May. Let's see. I think
And
that
then
was all
usually-
the MTRs, right? That was all the MTRs today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay. Booker, how we doing? I still see a lot of I still see a lot of people on the Zoom. Abel, Marino, yeah, I still 1, 2, 3, 4. I see it's too many. 1,
Those,
2, 3.
Those are all Ryan's clients, and they're he's almost finished confirming with Caleb.
Okay, on all those. Okay, all
Yes,
of
sir.
those are Ryan's clients?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is quite a lot. Okay, all right. But I'm gonna be here. I say it's 11:16. I'll be here doing my files, and then if need, I'll be here till about 11:30. Okay. I have
Yes, sir.
someone. It's a counselor that I don't know what that. You can come up for counselor. You can come up. He has an off-docket matter, so I'll be here till about 11:30. I'm gonna finish writing the files. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're presiding this month.
Oh, that's why everyone keeps coming.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, counselor. I didn't forget. Forgot we're presided in April. So what do you have here? This is a.
Yes, Judge, there's a motion from pretrial for a PR bond here, and the state has let us know they do not oppose. And I can give the court a little background if I may.
It's a criminal trespass is a motion for what now?
For a PR bond, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe bond set at $250 right now, $250. So this gentleman has schizophrenia and some mental health issues. And we did work with pretrial. They've set up a cross-point housing services for him. And the state let us know they'd be willing to dismiss once he is over there and transferred. And so I think the reason that we would ask just for the PR is so he might be able to go over there. And pretrial let us know they will arrange transportation as well.
Okay, so is he gonna go up to one of the cross-port homes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I do this a lot because I do this in the mental health court. Like, I want to be assured that like we have to set up some parameters that if like once I say PR bond, that they're gonna know that, because I don't have
Matthew Morales.
do you hear me, Booker?
No,
Booker, for the PR bond, do the clerks have that paperwork for PR bonds? Because the counselor is asking for a PR bond, but he hasn't done the application. So because I need to write all these conditions like special needs unit, GPS, over to cross points, and then I'll sign and tell them what we're going to do. But you get that paperwork back from the clerks, okay? They know exactly what to do. Okay. Good morning, Judge Zumba. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. So Booker, you were saying something to me, or
one of the defendants?
Okay. So we still at that, sir. What is your name? Oh, Kevin Black is still on. Who's this attorney, Kevin Black? Oh, that's Ryan. Your
Right.
attorney's on the Zoom, he's conferring, okay?
Yeah, stay on the Zoom.
Because he's gonna give you, he's gonna give you a reset date, okay? Don't leave. Okay.
Stay by on that Zoom and they'll tell you when
Okay.
the date is.
Okay.
Yes, Booker.
So what are you gonna do as far as an attorney?
I had Miss Middleton. It was Cecil Bain, but then it got transferred to Miss Middleton. I only spoke to her once so she could introduce herself, and I told her how me and Cecil were talking about me getting time served because I do have jail time for humiliating.
So your attorney is she's a judge now in Guadalupe County. So I'll have to give you another attorney.
Okay.
I'm gonna reset your court date for 2 weeks to April 17th. That's
April 17th.
Yeah, so your attorney can reach out to you. Let's see.
Okay, and can you tell me the number I have on file? Because I do have a new number, and I don't know if y'all have the new one.
What is your phone number?
210-263-3467.
Okay, I'm sending this information over to your new attorney. His name is Andrew. He will be getting a hold of you, going over your case with you and talking with the state. So he'll be giving you a phone call either today or tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Booker.
All right, no problem. You're free to log off, sir.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Booker. Let's just go down the list. Kevin Black make it here today. I didn't see his name.
Yeah, he's in the hallway.
Okay, then I need a reset for him. He just finished taking care of some felonies. The felony attorney never got in touch with me, so I was kind of unaware until late last week. We have an offer on his case. I had to submit a request to my investigators for something. He just gave me a timeline of how long that should take. 7 to 10 days before response. And usually after that response, we should be able to decide whether or not we want to plead or set it for trial. So that one can be a bit of a shorter, like 2 to 3 week reset, I guess, because I know this case has been pending for a while.
$417.
$417. And then I'll go talk to him in the hallway. So
Okay. I'll let Steve know so that way he can hold him there.
yeah.
Or, well, tell him not to leave.
For Abel Moreno, I still am trying to get the discovery for that new case that I got from his other attorney, the misdemeanor evading. So probably just a normal reset on that one. I know this one's been pending for a while too, but I just got that case, so I need to be able to review the discovery. They can probably be a bit shorter. I should have all of the discovery should be uploaded because the evading case is pretty old too. I just don't have it yet, but it shouldn't take me long to get it.
Okay, April 27th.
What day was that?
April 27th.
Okay.
Is there a possible chance that I can have that on Zoom as well? If this
Sure.
doesn't work, it doesn't come.
28th, Ryan.
28th. Okay. It'll be April 28th, Abel. That's going to be on Zoom. That'll be Friday. Now, it is subject to change. The court has said that we may end up going to full in person, and we might not have a ton of notice. So just keep your eyes out. If you have any questions, text me or call me. But for now, you're set for Zoom on Friday, April 28th. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right. And then for Larissa Carmona, we're pretty much at the tail end of conferring for this. If you want to, I guess you can set it for the trial docket for now. I'll talk to her in a breakout room after. And then if we decide we want to take the plea before that trial docket, I'll ask her to be pulled onto a docket. But if not, then we can at least get the ball moving on this one.
All right. May 2nd on the trial docket.
Okay. Larissa, we're set for May 2nd. That's going to be in person in County Court 12 at 9 a.m. Go ahead and hang around. I'm going to talk to you real quick before you head out.
Okay, great.
For Emmanuel Martinez, he has a conditional dismissal offer. He's got one course done already. He's got to do 2 other courses and some community service. So probably just a normal reset. He needs a little bit more time since it's 2 more classes in community service, but should be good to go on that.
May 4th.
May 4th. Okay. All right, Mr. Martinez, your court date is set for May 4th. That's going to be in person on Thursday in County Court 12 at 9 a.m. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're free to log off. And then for Mr. Mendoza, I emailed Mary Jane on Friday to get an update on his DWI court referral. Still haven't heard anything. I did go ahead and get an offer from Caleb today for if he doesn't go through DWI court, so we at least have something to discuss before then. So as soon as I hear from Mary Jane and he goes through that screening process, then we should be able to move forward on this one. Ed, you haven't heard from the DWI court staff, have you? Have you been screened for DWI court yet?
No, sir.
No? Okay. I'll ask Mary Jane to kind of put you on a little bit of a rush order for that one then. And then just keep your eye on your phone and your email for them to contact you, okay?
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Can I log off?
Ryan, the reception was May 3rd.
Okay, May 3rd. So you are free to log off. That's going to be Wednesday, so it'll be Zoom. Again, keep an eye out because it could switch to in-person, but you're set for May 3rd at 9 a.m.
May 3rd, 9 8. Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem. And that should be it for me, Booker. So if you want to throw me in with Larissa, I'll just dismiss her from there and then I'll come down and talk to Kevin.
Sounds good. Mr. Lerma, Javier.
Yes, sir.
All right, your court date has been reset to May 5th. You're still pending DWI court interview.
Yes, sir.
So you're free to log off, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
When's the court date again?
May 5th.
May 5th. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Next week. All right, Booker, we're done?
Yes,
Is that
ma'am, we're done.
everybody?